Okay, peace, y'all. So before we start, we just want to say thank you
Thank you very much.
for all of the comments,
Yes.
positive feedback, words of encouragement.
Yep.
They mean so much to us.
Yes.
And so today we got some more fire for y'all. And I guess I'll start.
All right.
So this one's another Yoruba proverb. I really love this one. This one says, "If a man sees a snake and a woman kills it, what matters is that the snake did not escape." So again, if a man sees a snake and
That's
a woman
deep.
kills it, what matters is that the snake did not escape.
That's deep.
So to me, this one is speaking about the importance of completing a task versus whatever ego that you have around what your particular role is, right? And which one's more important in certain situations,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And this one aligns heavily with my particular view around complementarity in relationships, right? So I want to start by saying that, most world cultures have some defined roles for men, women, children, boys, girls. I think that's perfectly fine. I think that can be important and beneficial, right? And I also have some expectations, right? Based on my upbringing, based on my cultural orientation. So, for example, I feel like as a man, I should have the skills to be able to provide for my family, right?
Yeah.
But I think the important part is that not to get rigidly locked into your idea or your definition of whatever your role is. I think the more important thing is to focus on getting the mission accomplished, right? And you and your partner using your individual talents, skills, gifts to come together and make sure all bases are covered, right? So, for example, let's say that I'm naturally a better cook than my partner, right? And let's say my partner's just naturally a better auto mechanic than me.
Yeah.
Right? To me, what matters more is that we always have something to eat. Right? And that the car is always good and we can get where we need to go.
That's real.
And not as much who does it.
Who does what,
Right? So again, I think roles can be important, right? But it's more important to focus on getting whatever your collective mission is accomplished, right? So in the proverb, right, if I see a snake and my partner's the one who kills it, to me, the most important thing is that we're safe. Right?
Yeah. That's real. That's real. I think that speaks to a lot of conversations that are being had today.
Absolutely.
About roles, who does what, how it should be done, and so on. So I think that's one that can bring a certain perspective to it all.
Absolutely.
So the proverb I have is another Akan Proverb. I think we can see that he likes Yoruba Proverb. I like Akan Proverbs. But, so I'm going to say this one in Tree first, and then I'm going to translate it to English. So this one says, Akyekyedeɛ, onnim faako ɔbɛwu adantina, wapam nadakadem. And so this one translates roughly as, the tortoise says that it does not know where it will die. And because of this, it carries around its own coffin and sleeps inside of it. Right? I'm going to say that one more time. The tortoise says it does not know where it will die. But because of this, it carries around its own coffin and sleeps inside of it, right? And so to me, when I hear this, I think about preparedness, right? Being prepared for any situation. But not just being prepared, but being calculated enough, being patient enough to prepare yourself for these unknown things, right? So when we talk about in this proverb, the idea of death, because it's talking about potentially dying, amongst our Akan, the culture that this proverb is coming from, there isn't a significantly taboo thing about death or that stage of transition, right? And so when it comes to this idea of being prepared even for death, it's just like, look, when you
it's a part of life.
Exactly, it's a part of life, right? And making sure that you're prepared for any point in time in which that part of life could reach you, right? And so always being prepared for for anything that could come your way.
Yeah, when you said that, I guess I even thought when you said death, I even thought about beyond your own life, right? So
okay, I see that.
You preparing your descendants if you have children. You preparing your children.
Yeah.
And you leaving them. You making preparations for what they'll face.
Okay.
Right. So that's really deep. Okay, and I have another Yoruba proverb. So this one says, "A dog's howling does not kill the moon." So one more time, "A dog's howling does not kill the moon." So this is one I constantly repeat to myself, right? And this one helps me from engaging in petty beasts that will ultimately be a waste of my time, right? And so if we look at what's happening in the proverb, right? So a dog howls at the moon, right? A dog or a wolf, right? And they howl on and on and on all night.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how loud or how long they howl, the moon is absolutely unaffected in its greatness.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so to me, people who are consistently petty and loud and like to bicker, they're the dogs in this proverb, right? And I like to view myself sometimes as the moon, right? And it reminds me that there's no need to always respond and give energy to every shot that's thrown at me.
You know, when I hear that, when I hear the moon, right? You comparing yourself to the moon. To me, the moon is such a great entity that it can't help but attract certain things to itself, right? And so basically what you're saying, it can't be, you know, distracted by what's being attracted to it, right? So it has to know, like, look, okay, I'm here, I'm humble, I'm great, and so things are going to be attracted to me, but I'm still clear and I'm still directed in what I'm doing and how I'm going about doing it.
No, absolutely. That's a really good point. I mean, to put it like in like modern terms, like if you're doing your thing out here, like you're bound to have haters,
right?
But but you can't divert your attention from whatever you're doing to focus on all the haters, right? So that's important.
So you speak about haters, and that makes me think about this proverb that basically says, "He who must destroy others in order to succeed must know that destruction awaits for him at the gate of success." Right? I'm gonna say that one more time.
Yeah.
He who must destroy others in order to succeed must know that destruction awaits him at the door of success or the gate of success, right? And so this basically says that if you're constantly out here destroying others or pulling this person down, doing this, knocking this over so that you can get where you want to go, you must know that something very similar, if not greater, will come back and cause similar things to you, right? They'll come back and destroy you in return. So this speaks to the idea of karma, right? Amongst the Akan, we may call it ediyama, the idea of giving and receiving, you know, putting something good out, something good coming back, putting something bad out, something bad coming back, right? And so just the idea of being very careful about your actions, making sure that you're not trying to destroy someone else so that you can get somewhere, right? Because at the end of the day, that destruction will come right back to you.
Man, yeah, that's a heavy point. That's an excellent point. And the more you study Proverbs, the more you start to see consistency, right? And like that idea of karma is expressed, and I'm pretty sure there's a different word for it in different languages.
Yeah, definitely.
But that's something that I consistently see throughout different cultures, especially African cultures.
Yeah.
And so when you said that, there are two Yoruba proverbs that come to mind. So this one says, "What one puts aside is what one returns to. Whoever dumps water ahead of him will step on wet earth."
Wow.
So one more time.
That's deep.
"What one puts aside is what one returns to find. Whoever dumps water ahead of him or her will step on wet earth."
That's a deep proverb.
So and again, that's kind of speaking to the idea of like, look, whatever you do on the way up, you're gonna meet on the way down.
Right.
So you might think that you temporarily escaped whatever whatever bad action that you did, but it's gonna come back to you at some point, right?
Yeah.
And so another one that comes to mind says, it's another Yoruba proverb. It says, "Anyone with good destiny but bad character will soon lose his destiny to his character."
One more time.
Right, so again, anyone with good destiny but bad character will soon lose his destiny to his character.
Wow.
So to me, it's the same idea, and it's like, okay, we all come into this world with certain gifts, like certain God-given gifts, whatever you believe in, certain God-given gifts. Like one person may be gifted musically, you know what I'm saying? One person may be a gifted writer, one person may be a gifted fighter, dancer, whatever it is, right? So we all come to the earth with these things, right? But if the way that you're moving about life, right, is not with good character, right, then ultimately you're gonna squander whatever the potential, whatever the gifts that you have are. So it's again that idea of the importance of being careful about how you move and make sure that you're moving with righteous character throughout the world. Otherwise, you're ultimately gonna have to come face to face
with that thing in the end,
with the consequences of your actions.
That's deep.
So we don't want to give y'all too much because honestly, we can go on and on and on.
But we love Proverbs.
We do.
This is what we do.
But we will be back again soon.
Definitely.
With another episode. And again, leave any comments.
Please,
just like this video. Love it.
Suggestions.
Give us any feedback. And if there are any topics that you want us to cover, any particular topics, anything that's happening in your life that you feel like you could benefit from some wisdom around, like just drop it in the comment and we'll try to cover it in the next video.